Hey boo hey! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Lay. This is Callie. Callie is my baby and she tends to make appearances in my videos because she doesn't want to sit still and chill. And Dylan's in here as well. But so today we are dabbling in some makeup yet again, and today's makeup look is brought to you by yours truly, the TooFace Chocolate Gold Palette. I told you guys that I really wanted to do a makeup look using this. This is what I came up with. This is kind of a, how would you describe this? Let me know in the comment section. I kind of see this as a glamorous going to lunch on a Thursday afternoon with my little fancy hat drinking tea. LA housewife type thing, you know? Let's just go ahead and, oh, the star of the show for the eye color is Drippin Diamonds. I wanted to do a purple look and I kind of wanted to keep it in the cool tone family, but the purple in here was not the purple that I had in mind, so I kind of went for a silver vibe instead, and dripping in gold just seemed perfect to me. Again, for my newbies, make sure that you follow me on my social media platforms, and before we get into the next clip, I'm going to need you to hit the subscribe button. So I'm probably going to have it over Callie's head. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up because it really helps my channel grow. Make sure that you hit the bell so you can be notified every time that I do an upload. And without further ado, let's get into the next clip.
Alright, so I'm going to warn you all ahead of time. My kids are nearby. So in this clip, I'm just showing you how I sculpt out my eyebrows. I had already did my eyebrows off camera just to save on time, but trust me, I will have an updated brow routine really soon. So I always think that it's important to make sure that you use a brow gel just to kind of help keep your eyebrows stay in place. I think I did a really great job with these brows. So as a base, I'm using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I wanted to use this base because it's more of a pink tone, so it's more on the cool side, if you get my drift. So when you're choosing your eye base, it's kind of good to kind of look at the eyeshadow look that you plan to go for. I'm sorry, Callie is in here and she is messing with stuff. So the star of our show, the TooFace Chocolate Gold Palette, I am going to be using this, and as you can see, I love how it has these matte shades in it to help you create a look using only this eyeshadow palette. So the first shade I'm using is Rollin' in Dough, and I'm using a Sigma E55 brush, and this is just to highlight my brow bone and to kind of bring it down for the areas that I want to use as a transition. Get a sip of my coffee. Now going in with my Sephora Pro Crease Brush. This is the number 10 brush. I'm going in with the shade Cocoa Truffle, and I'm placing that into the crease bone area, focusing the saturation on the outside of my eyelid, not my eyelid, of my brow bone, and moving my way in. Now I'm using this Kylie Cosmetics brush. It doesn't have a number on it, but it came with her Sweet Peach palette, or Peach palette. I dipped this in the black shade, which is called Decadent. I might be saying that wrong. But you want to make sure you use a light hand with this. I'm barely tapping it into the eyeshadow pigment because black can go very wrong very fast. And I'm pretty much patting it on the outer thirds of my eyelid and bringing it slightly up into the crease, but not too high. So going back in with that Sephora crease brush, I'm going to take a little more of Cocoa Truffle and blend that into the crease area. This will just help everything go together, or so you might hope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So going in with this Mikasa brush, this is the Mikasa number E230, and I do have a coupon code for this. Make sure that you check that out for a good deal on some nice makeup brushes. So here I am just patting that shade Dripping in Gold all on my eyelid, and here I didn't use any Fix Plus or any type of wetting agent. I just put it on dry, and as you can see, I got a really nice color payoff. So going back and forth in with that black color, you just want to make sure that you blend those two together. So here, this step isn't necessary. This is a white liquid eyeliner that I just traced over my crease area. Pretty much all the areas that I added dripping in, why do I keep saying dripping in diamonds? Dripping in gold, it's dripping in diamonds. So I'm going to go ahead and add my lashes, and I just used liner to line where I was going to put the lashes. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to concealer. When I put on my concealer, I realized that I didn't do my primer. So here I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This is probably my favorite primer, and my Benefits Pore-Fessional. These are my ride or die products. I use them all the time. I've been using them for years. They just work so well together. And what I have found is that I like to blend in my primers using a brush now. I think it gives me a better payoff, and I also don't like using my hands that much. If I can use my hands as little as possible, I will. So now I'm using this Real Technique this Real Technique sponge, which is actually super dirty, but I find that it works better that way. Then I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. The reason I put the concealer on first is because it's just to conceal, not to brighten. So I don't mind that going underneath my foundation. So here I'm just speeding this part up, and I'm adding the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and Pro Glow. I will have the colors on my website and in the description bar. And here I am using my Makeup Forever concealer, and this is to brighten. Although this concealer does conceal, I'm using it mostly for brightening today. And as you can see, it blends out like a dream. So here I'm using the Fenty Beauty Contour Stick in Truffle. You all know this is probably my favorite cream contour stick just because it blends so nicely. And then for an added highlight, I'm using this Milk Makeup Cream Shimmer Stick, and this thing is huge. But I just used my makeup sponge, and I placed it on top of the stick, and I'm using that to put it on my makeup. As you can see, I added my cream products first, and now I'm moving on to powders. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Bake, Brighten, and Set powder. It's just a banana looking powder. I haven't done the flash test with this. I'm kind of scared. But anyways, I use this to set underneath my eyes as well as bake, and I mean, I didn't have any problems out of it so far, but you know, you never know. So now I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skinfinish in the shade Give Me Sun, and this is probably my favorite powder to, you know, help brighten my face, lighten my face, make it look good. I'm taking this brush, which doesn't have a name or a number, and honest to God, I'm not even sure where I got it from. I just like how it fits so nicely in my eye area and by my nose. Now I'm using the, yes Callie, now I'm using the NARS Casino Bronzer, and this is just to bring some warmth back into my face. And this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Now for my skin tone, I use dark chocolate to bronze with, but to contour my nose, Chocolate Soleil is just light enough where I can do my nose, and it's kind of hard to go overboard. So this is what I've been using to contour my nose, and trust me people, I will have an updated routine for you all. Now I'm using the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. This has been my favorite eyeliner for a while now, and this is what I use to line my lower lash line. So using the color, the black eyeshadow, I just went ahead and set and smoked the bottom lower lash line out, and now I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to lash my lower to lash my lower lash line, to do my lower lashes. So now I'm going in with my MAC Sculpting Powders. This is Copper Tone by MAC, and I'm using this as my blush. It's just a nice nude color, so it doesn't really take away too much from my bronzer. Now, at first I couldn't decide which highlighting palette I wanted to use, but I went with the Tarte Skin Twinkle Volume 2. This comes with 4 shades. I used the white shade, which is called Skylight, and this is actually like a white gold, so it kind of has like a gold iridescent look to it. So it's not too gold where it takes away from the cool tone that I was kind of going for. It was really hard for me to find a cool tone highlight in my collection because I don't normally wear cool tone highlights. Now moving on to my lips, I'm using the Bare Minerals Attitude Lip Liner, and I'm going in with a classic MAC lipstick in Velvet Teddy. This is what I'm using to do my lips, and I love these lipsticks, and I forgot how much I did. Then to top it off, I'm going to use a gloss. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Moon Glow Lip Gloss, and these kind of smell like double mint gum. So that pretty much completes this look. You just want to make sure that you set your skin. This is the Glam Glow GlowgetterSetting Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm going to use this. It smells like orange creamsicles and it has the most fineness, probably one of my favorites. And that completes your look. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to help my channel out by sharing, and subscribe. And until next time, beauties, stay blessed.